So Maria Taylor is going to be divorcing ESPN, all because she wants to make those money moves and wants that Stephen A. money. Okay? What up, people? It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm Chris Don One, and I am back with another video. Certified, most hated, but highly respected, particularly on these social media streets. And I'm back with another video. Yo, peep this, check this out. Maria Taylor, a personality at ESPN. She's been on College Game Day. She has done Sports Center. Her latest gig is NBA Countdown. I mean, she's all over, plastered on ESPN. Okay, and I'm reading this article from the New York Post. Okay, so at one point in the negotiations with the NBA final host and college football national championship sideline reporter Maria Taylor, ESPN offered her a raise, and her current salary was at $1 million per year. That would eventually reach $5 million according to the source. Okay, so basically ESPN last year was offering Maria Taylor $5 million. That was last year. And I believe that was the early stages of the pandemic, okay, with COVID-19 and all that, all right? So Taylor turned it down, okay? Sources say Taylor was hoping to get Stephen A. money, which is in the neighborhood of $8 million annually, but since their initial their $5 million offer that ESPN made to Maria Taylor last year in the pandemic, the worldwide leader of sports, ESPN, has changed even further, with Disney closely watching the network's pocketbooks. The majority earners of ESPN are being asked to take pay cuts, okay? So that explains why a lot of people that used to work at the worldwide leader of sports, such as Mike Golick, he still is with the worldwide leader of sports, but on a smaller level, and he's probably making a lot less. Mayne, as well as others, have taken pay cuts, or they have exit stage left to see what life is on the other side, okay? Sometimes the grass is not always greener on the other side, my friends, okay? They are all leaving. And now the worldwide leader of sports has gave her another proposal, and it's less than the $5 million that they were going to offer Maria Taylor last year in the early stages of the pandemic. So let me tell y'all, folks, what is going on, all right? And a lot of people, this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, okay? So before the pandemic, you know, life was good, particularly in sports entertainment, okay? Fox Sports 1, ESPN Sports, CBS News, ABC Sports, all these big network sports companies, as well as media groups, were at bidding wars with a lot of personalities, okay? Skip Bayless went to Fox Sports 1 because of a better paycheck, a better payday. So is Shannon Sharp, as well as countless others before the pandemic was making major money. During and after, and I wouldn't say, when you say after the pandemic, we're still in the pandemic phase. We're just not at the point what we were in last year. ESPN had to trim the fat. They're losing viewership, they're losing subscribers, even on that streaming service ESPN Plus. That's not even making major figures or major dollars for the worldwide leader of sports. So ESPN had to sort of trim the fat and get rid of a lot of personalities, okay? I did a video on one person who no longer works for ESPN. I forgot her name, I apologize. But ESPN has let go countless sports personalities from their network because they're trying to trim the fat because ESPN is not as popular like it once was 10 or 15 years ago, okay? It's not just ESPN, it's also Fox Sports 1 as well. That's why I feel like a lot of people seem to forget that there was an opportunity where Skip Bayless could have went back to ESPN, all right? And ESPN was going to pay Skip Bayless some good money to come back to ESPN, but they wanted the old tandem of Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless to do their rendition of First Take on ESPN Plus because they wanted to promote ESPN Plus and put it in the stratosphere, having Skip Bayless going up against Stephen A. Smith. But it was only going to have that content centered and focused around ESPN Plus, okay? And they also was willing to allow Skip Bayless to still live in California and still do his Undisputed on Fox Sports 1, all right? Skip Bayless decided that was way too much traveling, and he just decided to just take the money at Fox Sports 1, which is still good money, okay? He's still in California. He's still with his wife. He doesn't have to travel or move around, okay? They was going to utilize Skip and Stephen A. Smith not only on ESPN Plus, but feature them on Monday Night Football, the NBA Finals, so on and so forth, even UFC. They was going to plaster these two individuals all over the place, and that would have made ESPN tons of money, all right? So Skip Bayless turned that down, went back to Fox Sports 1. How does this play with Maria Taylor? Okay, when Skip Bayless turned down that proposal, ESPN is losing in the rating wars, the viewership wars. They're not popping like they were 15 years ago. Therefore, they don't have an endless supply of money. Disney owns ESPN. Disney is the capital, is the king of all networks, okay? They can just throw money with all their problems, but at the same time, Disney is looking at it from their viewpoint. If it doesn't make dollars, why? If it doesn't make sense, it's not gonna make us dollars, okay? So they're looking at ESPN, their strength, and they're telling ESPN, you're gonna have to trim the fat, my guy. Now, maybe 15 years ago, Marissa Taylor could have possibly got $6 or $7 million. You know, when ESPN was on and popping and Disney really didn't care how much money they spend. But now they have to, now they have to really check their pocketbooks, and they would have overpaid for Maria Taylor, just like all the other personalities that they overpaid during, with ESPN throughout the years, okay? So Maria Taylor wants Stephen A. money, $8 million a year. They proposed $5 million, and I feel like that's still way too much money for Maria Taylor. Last year, she turns that down. Now they're in the negotiation tables again, and they're talking about giving her maybe $2 to $3 million a year. They even undercut their previous bid for Maria Taylor. If she wasn't happy nor satisfied with the $5 million, what makes you think she's going to be happy with $2 million? That's basically them saying, look, I don't know who you got us bidding against, but you might want to go, who's going to give you more money. Fox Sports 1 is not going to pay Melissa Taylor $5 million or even $8 million, okay? And they have a problem at their hands as well because Shannon Sharpe's contract is up at the end of the summer. So Fox Sports 1 is looking at it from a perspective that's not going to really, we're not going to get more bang for our buck if we grab Maria Taylor and have her showcase on Fox Sports 1 and pay her. She would probably do a $6 to $7 million deal, okay? She's not gonna get $7 million, but I feel like the likelihood Maria Taylor is probably going to exit stage left from ESPN and goes and gravitate someplace else. She's gonna be making the same amount of money if she would have re-upped with ESPN. Probably gonna make $1 to $2 million. Maria Taylor is just not a household name. I'm sorry, fam. She's just simply not a household name. She's not a name that people gravitate to, and particularly if you look at her history, she's in this woke media that doesn't really that's not very appealing to fans. She also has turned off a lot of fans with her commentary and her opinions about certain athletes and things of that nature. So a lot of people are not that high up on Maria Taylor. I think she missed a golden opportunity to make $5 million from ESPN. She turned that down saying, no, I want to do the money dance and make Stephen A money. And that's just not going to happen. ESPN is not the same ESPN 10, 15 years ago. They are losing viewerships left to right. ESPN Plus is basically a total disaster, a total wash. It's so bad for ESPN Plus. They have to pair it up with Disney Plus. And I think it's Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. And they're trying to package it in, to save face. Because ESPN Plus is not that... ESPN Plus really doesn't have the content that's very appealing for people to spend $7 or $8 a month to have it. Other than Stephen A's world, that's pretty much it on ESPN Plus. Okay, so Maria Taylor is probably going to either do one of the following: either she's going to take that $1 to $2 million deal at the worldwide leader of sports. I think that would be a bad move for her if she does that. Or she's going to be a free agent and the highest bidder is going to bid for Maria Taylor. But I don't think she's going to get she's definitely not going to get $8 million Stephen A money from any other network. She's not going to be doing the money dance anytime soon, dancing on the heads of everyone who thought that she couldn't get Stephen A money. But I feel like she can get something close to $5 million a year. Particularly, it's probably going to be a network that doesn't show that it's not going to be a sports network. She's, sort of pushing away from sports entertainment. She's more in the politic realm. I can see Fox News probably giving her $3 million a year. I can see, like a news network like Headline News or maybe NBC News, and she can maybe they'll have her on the Today Show, maybe one of these morning show gigs, sort of like Michael Strahan, and she's gonna make some major money doing that. But as far as her getting Stephen A money, that's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. Well, that's your boy. I'm back. Tell me guys some of what you think. Comment in the comment section. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the host with the most impressive down one. I'm up out of here. Deuces.